Hey folks, welcome to the show, episode 65, GWS vs Hawthorn review. We have a special guest today, Danny. Welcome to the show.
Hey, going?
Third time on the show now, and we love to talk about her side, so she wants to be involved with her team, and we're going to talk about the scoreline. So GWS, which is Greater Western Sydney, kicked 19 goals and 8 behinds to finish off with 122 points for the game. Hawthorn, they kicked 14 goals and 11 behinds to finish with 95. So GWS taking the game out there, folks. We're going to talk about the goals that were kicked. So GWS's goals: Stringer 5, Hogan 3, Riccardi 3, Grawerski 2, Cornelio 2, Brown, Rouston, Oliver and Gothard. Single goals apiece to round out GWS's goal kickers. Hawthorn's goal kickers: Gunston 4, Butler 2, Chol 2, Junifin 2, Watson 2, Meek, Lewis, single goals apiece, just to make sure. Gunston 4 goals, just want to say that. The best players for Greater Western Sydney: Stringer, Cullingham, Oliver, Cornelio, Fonte, Himmelberg to round out their best. Hawthorn's best players: Newcomb, Sicily, Weddle, Watson, Ward. No injuries to either side. Either Nolan, Lockie, Ash still had a little bit of a hamstring cramp that may look like a bit of an injury but didn't end up being, so he ran out the game. Crowd, 16,000 at NG Stadium. Look, it's opening round, which is a new thing they created 2 seasons ago to try and involve the states from New South Wales and Queensland. And they split it up into 2 sort of rounds, and you got round 1 next week when everyone plays.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I want to see we've waited 6 months for this, so I want to see all teams play.
Yeah, I think AFL.
You've been a bit disappointed not watching your team.
Absolutely, my team.
Yeah,
been left
I feel
out.
for you. If it was mine, I'd be feeling for you.
Yeah, along with Western Australia's side.
Yeah, that's right.
As well, so it's just not a thing, and some Victorian sides, it's just not a round that no one really wants. There was a poll last year where it was pretty overwhelming that they didn't want it.
That's right.
So the AFL, please listen to fans, because they are your bread and butter, and fans always accept things as it is what it is, but sometimes it's better to listen to the majority of fans. So that being said, let's get into the game. From your aspect, Danny, we'll start with the start of the game. So the first quarter, GWS kicked 8 goals, 3 to your.
Yeah, look, our
goals
at the first 5-10 minutes, Hawthorn looked like they were really right in there. There was a lot of pressure, and then I don't know what happened. There was like a little switch, and that's it. We just fell asleep for the rest of the game.
Yep.
No pressure, tackles, everything. I just felt like they looked like a bunch of old men running around there. There was nothing happening.
Yeah. So
I even asked you, there was some of the players I said, I didn't even know he was on. I knew he was supposed to be on because you look at the list, but you forget that they're playing more.
I thought
what I mean?
Your team started slow, and they got a few early goals. Like Stringer couldn't match up on Stringer too well. Between MP and.
But we did get a
Hardwick.
couple of goals right at the start, though. That's what I'm saying. So for the first 5 minutes or whatever, Hawthorn was in there. Yeah. And then that was it.
Yeah, I mean, they still managed. So GWS still managed to kick 8 goals to your 5.
Yeah, that's right.
So you still, we're only a few goals behind. But when you look at they end up. It side lost by 27 points in the end, but from a.
Yeah, but that was only because their team, they toned it down then.
Yeah.
At the last quarter, right at the end, we kicked 2-3 goals.
We'll just talk about sort of start to finish. So star recruit Clayton Oliver for GWS finished off with 27 touches, but he was just running through the game, and had a great effort through the third quarter to just.
And he looked good too. You look like he really was so happy changing over to that team.
Yeah. So he obviously comes in and replaces Tom Green in that inside midfielder. Yeah. So even though GWS have got a lot of injuries, they
still dominate. 7 players out, and they still dominated us.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to be Hawthorn's, apart from Will Day, This was our. So is this Hawthorn's trouble? Is that we don't have any backups? Is this what's happening? Like in our mid centre, this is our team because you're looking at Jai and all these other players who are there. Like Nash is normally pretty good. Like he had a bit of an off game, but like, is this Hawthorn's team? Because this really worries me. If this is because this is last year's team that didn't do it, and we tried to get Merritt or players like that, and so this year this is a worry.
So
for me.
you obviously highlighting your midfield not being
for sure.
good enough because like you look at it. So basically, the Giants piled on 5 goals straight in less than 8 minutes, so that they were running out of that midfield pretty rapid.
And our back line just couldn't.
Callahan, Oliver. Toby Green running through that midfield as well. Off his, he's playing a bit more of that role.
He's such a good player.
So you're
and Hogan and Stringer, like our two battle had to go with Stringer. Hardwick had to go.
Yep.
And no one could do it. Like I can't believe in Sicily's our second best because he just looked
Sicily's
so
last
slow.
half of the game was a lot better.
Yeah, it was all right, but he's our captain and he should be the number one player there. He should be the one firing our team up, and our team didn't look like they were firing up. They looked tired. They looked like they were just didn't want to be out there and playing.
Because I thought Barras sort of battled good with Jesse Hogan. So Jesse Hogan brought his 400th career goal with a major in the third period. So, like, I just he just out-muscled Barras in the end and just took a couple absolutely great marks.
And we watched the footy show today, and I just watched the centre guys. They were running down, and they stopped.
Yeah.
Like, just keep running, keep going. Like, I've watched Freo play last year. They would tackle a player, and then they would tackle him again.
Yeah.
Like, where's that hardness from our team? We don't have any of that at all. This year, that's what it looks like. It looks like we just, we don't want to tackle anyone. What's the point of that?
Well, my take on your midfield last week, they were slow. They looked unfit. They were second to the ball to the Bulldogs. Don't get me wrong, the Bulldogs are a very great side. So this is the preseason match last week. We highlighted that the slowness. I thought your team was just, trying something.
Like how many tackles did Impey get? How many possessions did Impey get?
We'll go through
he got
stats,
8, I think.
Stats, in a sec. Just give me a sec. I'll just bring some stats up.
And I don't mean picking on my team too, but I just want to see the hot ball back. I want to see the team that no one wants to play against, and this is not looking good.
Yeah. Yep. So you
unsociable Hawthorn, bring it back. Come on, boys, bring it back.
Yeah. So
be proud of your team. Want to play in there.
Like they just got out muscled by like Oliver, obviously inside midfielder. Finn Callahan, who's another big inside midfielder, who's come back from a hip flexor issue. He ended up finishing with 26 disposals as well.
That's right.
So Nash needed to be in.
How many disposals did Nash have?
Just give me a sec. I'll get that up. So from just give me one sec. Hawthorne stats. Finished with 17, so not really that much. So
he's a mid guy. He should be picking up over 20.
Oh yeah, he should be getting his size and speed.
So we obviously miss Warple. Totally miss Warple. Before we were missing Day because he's always injured, and that's why we wanted to bring the Merritt in. Now I don't want to go on about Merritt because that's all finished, but now we're missing Day and Warple, and we're still missing that other player there. And so he's wanting to play. Mackenzie's going to come back. Well, big deal.
Yeah.
I want to see some new players from the other team, Box Hill. I want to see them playing in our team. And I want competition now. I want competition for our AFL players. They need to have competition. Who's going to get a pick? Who's going to get into that side now? Yeah. That's what I want to see.
Well, we looked up some stats in the previous game too, so we've got them down here. Where Warple, Newcomb was your first clearance rated player. Warple was your second, so obviously Warple's the inside mid.
That's right.
Didn't look like he got a lot of those clearance, but he ended up finishing.
Well, that's right,
second.
because
and then ironically
Jai's
McKenzie.
always and Jai's is the main player, and you can just tell his frustrations last week. Now, I was reading all the comments of the Hawthorn supporters, and I don't want to comment at all, but everyone's saying, "Oh, it's a pre-season, it's okay." But last year, you know, we lost by Bulldogs by 2 goals. That's all we did, 2 or 3 goals. This last week, we lost by 7 goals, 7 goals. You could tell last week. So I'm like, okay, like, you know, I was really full on thinking, I don't know, this is going to be a hard game for them, and it just proved that they're not ready. Yeah. They're tired. Something's up with them. They didn't have that hot ball excitement anymore, and I'm really disappointed. What the heck were they doing all before training? What the heck? So disappointed. Prove me wrong, Hawthorn. Prove me wrong. You're going to play like guns against Essendon, because Essendon, oh my God, that team.
Yeah, well, let's talk about. So Nick Watson was your leading tackler.
And what a great guy he is.
McDonald.
What a super player. Nick Watson, our little player. He can't do any more than what he's doing.
Yeah, he's doing his best. McDonald 4, Newcomb 3, Connor Nash 3. So, like, you know, your midfielders. Lloyd Meek 3 tackles for the big guys.
But why don't we have the 2 rucks? Why don't we have Reeves and Meek? Because Meek's struggling out there. Why not give Reeves a shot? You know, Chol can't do it in the ruck either.
So you'd rather maybe play Reeves as a forward, swapping in the
That's
ruck?
right.
Okay. So, yeah, Meek finished with 33 hitouts, and Chol only finished with 6 hitouts. So, but he had 5 centre.
Like, obviously, Meek needs that rush.
Clearances.
Because I was watching the game, and that's exactly when things went wrong, was when he swapped him over.
Chol only finished with 1 tackle as well. Not a really impactful game. 3 marks. He had 9 disposals. Like,
I know he kicked a couple of goals at the end, and good on Chol for doing that. Like, that's awesome. But, and I don't want to pick on just and it's not just all about. It's a team. It's a team effort.
Yeah.
But you can't rely on one player. But in saying that, look at Petrarca. Now he was on fire, absolute fire, and that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see a new player coming into our side on fire. So goddamn excited that they're playing.
So you think?
I want Ollie Greaves in there. I want a new player that just is like, oh my God, I'm playing for Hawthorn. Woo! I can't believe it.
Do you think that your team should have targeted Petrarca?
Oh, for sure. Look at his body.
Yeah.
Like, we've got enough smalls in there. We need a Jai body in there.
Just from that aspect, you got McDonald, you got McKenzie, you got Ward.
They're all the same size, aren't they?
Same sort of player.
And then we've got Will Day, and what a superstar he is. But
at least he's a different size.
He's so injury prone, so we need that one other one. And I don't know, like, I'm just always disappointed that we never give our young lads a go. Like, last year we were the only team that we didn't give any young lads a go. And it looks like this year he should have done it in the pre-season. He should have given some of them, like, you know.
Do you think he could have put McGuinness in that midfield more as well?
Yeah, give him a shot.
Yeah, they had
even have him tagging.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we know that he just tags anybody under.
Let me just talk about your lineup. So this is how you started. You had Gunston up forward, Chol and Watson. Then you had Lewis at centre half forward, McDonald on the half forward. You had Watson on the half. Not Watson. Ginnivan on the half forward. Sorry. Then you had D'Ambrosio. You had Harry Morrison in the midfield, in the centre there, and then you had Dylan Moore on the other wing. Then you had Weddle, Sicily, Battle down back with Impey, Barras, and Amon. So, look, your defence, was under the pump by repeat inside 50s from GWS.
And they didn't play like I didn't feel like our defence played like a team. Like, they're normally the best. Like, that's why we brought in Barras and Battle, and they're normally the best, and they seemed like they were lost out there for some reason. Whether that's Sicily's fault, like, Sicily looked tired. You know, maybe that's why they brought Giant as a captain, because Sis can't do captain and do the play out there. I don't know, but something's happened out there, and it's just not that hot ball anymore. Is that because CJ's gone? But CJ wasn't really the best, but like, I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
I don't think CJ was going to fix your problem in midfield. We'll talk about GWS's midfield.
Yeah, what a
Canelio,
side.
Callahan and Oliver all in the midfield, along with Kieran Briggs as the ruckman. Thomas on the wing with Agwin. Agwin had a good game running off the wing. Sorry, I was just talking about Lockie Ash and Lockie Whitfield. So they have two elite half backs. Fonte as well as the centre half back there. I thought he did really good. Laverde. I don't know how, I think it's spelt Laverde, but apparently they said Laverde, but that's okay. Buckley at fullback. Erden down there as well. They just shut down your forward line. Like Ginnivan.
Bring the pressure. That's what that team brought the pressure. Our team did not bring any pressure to the game.
Yep.
That's all what it is. Like, look at Sydney. Sydney brought the pressure down onto Carlton. They won. They were like superstars out there.
Yeah.
Last night game, two pressurised team. Those two supporters can't be disappointed on the outcome because they were both wanted to win. And I'm just disappointed. If this is going to be another hard year, I'll be outside mowing the bloody lawns. Sorry for swearing, guys. But I'll be outside mowing the lawns. I'll watch half of it, and you're passionate. I'm passionate, and I want to see hot ball back. And I'm really frustrated.
From my
what did you think?
Aspect of your game, you were second to the ball. You defenders wanted to zone off, and then you didn't play a one-on-one defense when you were getting. So your defenders, to my view, had to play more one-on-one football. Sam's had to make that change because you're not winning the ball at the centre, so therefore your defence had to be on straps on their players pretty much and strap them down and hold them to accountability.
Yeah.
I thought your midfielders need to get more to the first of the ball. I thought that to me.
But if the ruck isn't winning it,
yeah.
If your ruck's not winning it down,
let's just have a look.
How was he compared?
Well, I know Meek had 33 disposals.
Okay.
Sorry, hit out. Sorry, wrong one. And I just want to check what Kieran Briggs got in the hit out. So before we really sort of criticise him too much, hit out wise, he had 28.
Okay, so really, Meek tried his best.
Meek had more hit outs, and Chol was about the same with Riccardi.
Okay, but I know, but I saw Chol jump up and he couldn't even jump up.
Briggs had 7 clearances though.
So you know,
he might have had less clearances.
So maybe Reeves. I just feel like Reeves is the other option there. You need the two rucks there.
Like, I feel like Reeves would have absolutely dominated over Riccardi. So, like, if you use...
That's right. That's what I mean. You don't want... You want to... Like, Reeves is a super player. Like, he's just only out there of Meeks. So, why not utilise this player that wants so badly to be in our team?
Yes, from how I see it as well, you're quite a small team, so you could probably drop a short for a tall.
You know, like, I want the new young goal kicker. He's a ruck and a goal kicker. I want to give him a go. Give him a shot. No, Shumba.
Yeah.
I want him. Give him a go. That's what his other position is. He's a ruck as well.
Yeah.
Why don't we give him a shot in the pre-season to see how he picks up?
I know Ramsted kicked you a few goals.
That's right.
I feel like maybe even Ramsted might be ahead of him because he's more developed.
Like Mitchell Lewis.
But I do like.
I love Mitchell Lewis, but he hasn't gunned it for us.
No. Do you feel like he's been let the team he's picked, he just thought it was going to happen?
Yeah, and it hasn't. And honestly, like if this team's going to go in next week, if they're going to just be the same? We need some new people in there, Sam. We need new players in there because we need competition. The players don't have that hot ball about them anymore. So there's no competition. I'm going to get in.
Yeah, he picked the team.
I'm going to get in.
He picked the team that needed the way they played through that game last week. I actually thought your team was just going to get out, probably like how Sam felt a bit. Okay, they're going to come good in this game. They're going to give GWS a run. They should beat GWS because GWS have a few players out. But it didn't go that way.
But look at how good GWS is. Like, what a side.
Yeah.
They've got 8 players out or 7 players out, and they just dominated us.
Yeah.
Totally dominated us. And until the last 10 minutes when they just decided to tone it down a bit.
Well, I thought that they were really good.
They were fantastic.
The contest, GWS.
Yeah.
And they're a team.
Pressure was good.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everyone doubted them a fair bit, and they sort of have a lot more depth than people think. I still thought they were really good during their preseason games. I know they lost to Sydney, but they beat Collingwood, so their form was still pretty good. So I thought this was going to be an actual real close contest.
I thought Hawthorn last year when they came out, they were tackling, just tackles, and I didn't see any. I know we got tackles, but I didn't see that hard tackle. It's like they chased that player down and bang, they got that guy, and. What do we need to get the bag out or something? Didn't we practice with that?
So you look at their midfield. Toby Green 5 tackles, Angwin 5 off the wing, Clayton Oliver 4, Cunningham 4. Also their 2 bigs in Riccardi and Briggs, which is their first and second ruckman, had 5 tackles and 4 tackles.
Yeah,
So
there's a lot of pressure there.
There was Stringer even had 2 tackles up forward along with Gothard. Laverde down back, Himmelberg down back.
Yeah.
Cornelia even had 2 tackles within that midfield. Lockie Whitfield, who's a half back, still had 1 tackle. So their pressure was just a lot better.
Like I love Hawthorn. I've always been a Hawthorn supporter, and I'm there. But it's going to be a long year if this is it. And I know everyone's going to say, well, it's only the start. Don't worry, hang in there. And I take the good with the bad, but
so
I want if Hawthorn played with so much pressure still and we got done, I don't care. I don't care then. Like that means we didn't see any pressure or anything. I want this guts there. I want this heart back in there. I want the hot ball back. I want the unsociable Hawthorn back.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Hawthorn, unsociable footy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, that's all I've got to say about that.
Absolutely. So Nash 6 clearances, Charles 5, Newcomb 4, which is surprising Charles has that.
I'm surprised about that. When did he do that?
You wouldn't think he'd have
when did he do that? I saw him he was running along and he couldn't even be bothered reaching down to pick up a ball. Yeah. He just kicked it along and then the other players from the other team got it. I don't know who the other players were, but... It's like, come on, Joel, bend down, show some passion.
Butler 3 as well, Meek 2. So let's just, I'll talk GWS's. We'll just talk a bit about GWS.
Yeah, for sure. I don't mind talking about them.
I want to cover both teams.
Yeah. So, they were great. They were such a good side.
Laverde for his first game was very good. Essendon basically let him walk out for free. They picked him up. He's come in as that second or third.
And what a team to go to.
Absolutely. Just frees up another player down the back so they can go in the middle or any type of position. But from an aspect, look, Jesse Hogan, Riccardi, just key dominant forward line players for him.
And I sort of wonder, because last year finals time...
They wanted to get you back.
Yeah, but also, Stringer came off an injury. If Stringer was... I don't know, we looked at the different stats this morning. Hawthorn were just little superstars that night, okay? But I know Stringer came off an injury and they put him on. But imagine if Stringer was playing. Seeing them play yesterday, imagine him playing. What a side.
Yeah.
So great.
I mean, Fonte as a centre half back was running off.
Yeah.
And having 22 disposals. How big is he? I just wanted to quickly check this man's height because he's 189 centimeters. So he's actually not. He's just under that sort of tall mark. But
what's Hardwick then?
But played. He's probably
about the same. Is he?
The same.
Okay.
Just have a look for you. Might be 187.
So they're both relatively the same player.
183, so it's even smaller actually.
Yeah, okay.
So, 189 centimeters is not bad size still. It's still nearly 190. So he's between that and 194 is you're getting into that sort of running sort of mold, but it's still he could even run through the midfield. He played that sort of good. Gurowski as well, another young guy for GWS. He's third tall. He played quite good.
How many young players did they play? Like, just start off for the year. This is it.
I'll go through their young players now and just tell you who they are. So just let me get that up. And they've been forced to play these young guys due to injury. So, just getting it up now. Angwin, he's 23, but he's played a few games now, but he's coming back. All right. Sorry, just loading it up. Delana has come in. He played quite good, half forward sort of role. Gothard, as we talked, another half forward mid sort of role. Rouston, he was in the midfield. He played absolutely great for how old is he? Just having a quick look. He's only 21, so yeah, he's come in and absolutely starred for his first sort of. I think he's played before, but Gothard, that was definitely his first game. So there's a couple there. If I just look at Giants and just to round off their last sort of young player, Harvey Thomas as well. Rouston, Harvey Thomas has played before. As we just mentioned, Rouston. Gurowski is a tall forward. Fonte, Delana. So yeah, we mentioned all these guys before, and Angwin, they're all that sort of 23 and under.
Yeah.
And I thought they've come in. And
so what's compared to their team to Hawthorn? Is Hawthorn around the same age group?
Yeah.
Well, we look like old men out there.
I would
all right,
say,
we look like Geelong. All right.
I would say how we look. Your teams are pretty similar in age.
So I wouldn't have thought that. I felt like we were just. Maybe some of them need to retire. That's how I thought.
I thought Clayton Oliver had a great game. I thought he's come.
He was great, wasn't he?
Played similar to Petrarca, new fresh team.
That's right.
Happy to go out there. Could have you gone for Clayton?
I know.
Oliver?
Why didn't we?
Just another inside midfielder.
Why didn't we?
Well, you would have got him for, that's the other thing too, folks. We talked about in the trade stuff for GWS. They picked him up for 600,000. Melbourne are paying off the extra 600,000.
There
you go. Melbourne.
We put and we put all our eggs in Merritt, and Essendon would never have let him go. Never. So whoever decided on that one, just anyway. So is that all you want to talk about, or is there anything else?
Stats wise, I'm pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
But from my thought about Hawthorn, we'll talk just a quick summary. Slow, second to the ball. When they had the ball, they're not being quick enough. They stopped.
They look lost.
Yeah.
They look lost. They didn't like. They look like, who do I kick to?
Yeah, but I'll explain why that is as well. Their game plan is very run and carry. So they like to run and obviously a hot ball, run and gun basically. Run, carry, Impey running. You got Nash or Newcomb. You got McDonald on the outside. You like getting your ball down into your forward line players like Ginnivan, Watson. You see the speed he has in the attack on the ball. The problem was GWS set their defence up really well, where they just strangleholded you a bit.
Yeah.
They pushed you into a corner. So all of a sudden, they look up and they just see a wall of orange. So defensively, GWS have figured out how to stop your team, and it is other teams going to.
But it's other teams going to be the same. Like when we've watched the other games, even though it wasn't many teams to watch, but when we did, the other teams are going to be the same.
Yeah.
There was so much pressure. Yeah. All the other games, there was so much pressure. Apart from Geelong's, there was so much pressure.
I think you're going to have to...
We have to change something.
Well, it's putting more of a effort into getting the ball into open space and running. Your team didn't want to do that.
They didn't want to run with it. That's like, okay, it's down there. I'm giving up. So that's my take anyway. I don't need to add any more. I'm quite happy.
Yeah. Right. I just want to say, just to finish it off though, your team's going to need to work on that.
Yeah.
I tipped them because I thought, okay, they're gonna that run and carry will come. But to GWS's credit, I should have known that you can't count that team out from GWS aspect, because we've got to cover both teams here. Their first give in the centre was absolutely great. They outbodied the team. They wanted it harder. They ran harder. All their players ran harder from each position. I thought defensively they worked quite hard. They got the ball on the outside and ran hard. And not only that, on the inside in and under stuff from Finn Callahan and Clayton Oliver was just first rate. Then your team couldn't match up on Stringer. Stringer just absolutely dominated. 5 goals. Impey was on him. Blake Hardwick was on him. They just couldn't. They stopped Amon's kicking and D'Ambrosio's kicking off the wing.
Well, Moore only had 8 touches, I think.
Yeah, Moore was just like every other midfielder that day. Just were onto it.
Yeah.
The whole collective.
Well, when you look at our playing there, we've only won out of 7 games. We've only won one, which was last year's finals. So
yeah, GWS, don't sleep on them.
They're a brilliant side. And next week for Hawthorn is Essendon. Come on, Hawthorn.
We got the rival game, folks.
Come on, do it for us. Come on, come out hard. Be a hot ball. Be that unsociable footy team that we love.
And for GWS, they've got a hard.
Yeah, they have, haven't they?
So I'll tell you what, if they can beat sides and be that surprising team like they surprised me.
Who have they got next weekend?
We'll have a quick look. Just give me one sec. I knew it was. I don't know.
Was it Brisbane?
No, I have a feeling it was Collingwood or someone.
You sure?
Yeah, let me just have a quick look. Just getting it up now, folks. I'm pretty sure it was may have been Brisbane even. Oh no, it's Bulldogs.
Oh, both got it wrong.
Yeah. I knew it was a good team.
Well, God, what a game that's going to be. 2 pressurised teams that want to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what a super game.
You guys are playing on the Friday night against Essendon. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm happy
done.
with that.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
All right.
I get the frustration.
I was frustrated all last week. But I toned it down because I thought, pre-season, I read everyone's comments, pre-season, don't worry. But they bought the same game that they played last week, they bought it this week. So come on, boys, change it up.
Get back into it.
Get that tackle bag out.
I would. Well, I mean, Essendon had pretty good form in the pre-season.
They did. Look how tough they looked.
They only beat Richmond, so they
I know, but it's the pressure. Either. That's what I said. Is that I don't mind that you. I want to see pressure. Like if we had 3/4 of such pressure and we lost 1 quarter, I wouldn't feel disappointed. But we didn't see any of that. We had 5-10 minutes. That was it.
Is it the MCG or is it at Marvel? Let's see, just quickly.
Friday night. It'd be at the MCG, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So.
Is it Essendon home game or Hawthorn?
Yes, it is Essendon home game. Yep.
All right, come on, Hawthorn.
So you got to. It's gonna be your
Hawthorn.
team versus Merritt. GWS.
And they want to prove it too. Merritt want to prove himself too. I don't need this club. I'm back with the winners.
The GWS, can they prove themselves against the Dogs?
Yeah, who are you going to pick?
It's hard.
I reckon Bulldogs.
To be honest,
yeah,
but
same.
We'll get that to the next week's preview.
Okay. All right, we'll see you next time, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Woo, Hawthorn.